Good afternoon, everybody. I just thought I'd do a short video in appreciation of one of my favourite actors who appeared in a surprisingly large number of movies that I would consider to be some of my favourites when I look back at his career. And of course, I'm talking about the wonderful Fred Ward, who sadly passed away a few days ago at the age of 79. And I thought it would be nice to just pay a little bit of tribute to him and talk about those movies that I loved that he did so much. So first of all, from People, Fred Ward, famed character actor, dead at 79. Fred Ward, known for his roles in Tremors and The Right Stuff, which are two of those movies I love so much, has died at the age of 79. Fred Ward, an actor with a 40-plus-year career in television and film, including memorable turns in Tremors and The Right Stuff, has died. His publicist Ron Hoffman confirmed to People that Ward died on Sunday, and he was 79 years old. Before breaking into acting, Ward served in the US Air Force for 3 years, which I didn't know, and also worked various jobs, including a lumberjack in Alaska, a boxer, and a short order cook. So, a lumberjack and a boxer, that's redolent perhaps of the era that he came up in, serving in the military, doing very male oriented roles in those days. And I guess he's one of those guys, he's kind of a man's man as an actor, so to speak, maybe in the old style Hollywood mold. Ward made his big screen debut in 1974's Ginger in the Morning after starting out on television, and went on to appear in series like Quincy M.E. and The Incredible Hulk. So there's that fantastic picture of me and a great smile. Always seemed like a really charming guy, good looking guy too. I just love that photo. It's a great photo of him there. But the movies he's made, I think the first one I can recall seriously noticing, because it had a big impact on me at the time when it came out, was 1981's Southern Comfort, which, of course, being a Walter Hill movie, and I was a big Walter Hill fan, I couldn't wait to go and see it at the cinema. Not a huge hit, I believe, but this is a brilliant movie, and Ward was a big part of that. Co-star with Keith Carradine and Powers Booth, and I just love this film. It's, as it mentions on the poster there, it's somewhat Deliverance-like, but in many ways I much prefer this movie to Deliverance. Good as Deliverance was, this one's got much more Walter Hill action in it. And it's the story of some National Guardsmen on a weekend warrior training mission down in the bayou, and things go terribly wrong. They upset the wrong people, and so it becomes a battle for survival. If you've never seen this film, then it is a real treat. Tension filled, claustrophobic struggle in the bayou. Ward was absolutely magnificent in it. Brilliant, hard hitting character. And I think that's the first time I'd really noticed him. A lot of the television stuff he'd done hadn't been on in the UK where I lived at the time. So, um, and yeah, left a big impression on me. So I love that movie. Great performance. The next one that a lot of people know, of course, a couple of years later was Tremors. Now, Tremors is one of these absolute delights. It's a B movie, but it's possibly one of the greatest B movies ever made. And I don't mean B movie as a takedown at all. It's actually part of its charm. So Fred and Kevin Bacon there play co-workers who get caught up in the assault on a tiny town out in the desert that's being assaulted by giant sandworms. Hence the name Tremors. You can feel them coming, and the pair of them are absolutely brilliant. It's a shame they didn't do more work together. The chemistry between them is fantastic. They really do make this a magnificent movie. It's a great film. Again, it's just something you can watch again and again. A lot of fun, and Ward and Bacon are absolutely brilliant in it. So, and it's a big cult hit, you know. So a lot of people do know him from that. Another film he made, which I absolutely love, and I think doesn't get nearly enough attention, is Miami Blues, which was an early starring role for Alec Baldwin, a young Alec Baldwin, and Ward plays the kind of you know cop that's a little bit bedraggled, and uh, Baldwin certainly beats him up at one point, steals his false teeth in a famous movie scene, as it were, and he spends the rest of the movie trying to get them back. But he plays that determined, dogged cop on the trail of the violent Baldwin extremely well. It's a funny, funny movie. Ward is brilliant in it. Possibly his best role. I don't know. I mean, I haven't seen some of the other stuff he's done in the past, so maybe he did better. I don't know. I just think it's his best role. I absolutely love it. Great movie again. If you've never seen it, check that one out. It's a bit of a hidden gem. But another movie that he was a major part of, which I definitely consider to be in my top 10 movies of all time, is The Right Stuff. I love the book, Tom Wolfe book, and I love the movie adaptation. It does the book tremendous justice. The book was a factual account, of course, of the Mercury astronaut program. The movie is a dramatization of the book, but I believe it's extremely true to the real life experiences and the material in the book. It's absolutely absorbing story of these guys doing where literally going where very few men had gone before. And Ward plays Gus Grissom, and I think his acting in this is just unbelievably good because these are supposed to be tough guys. They're all test pilots. They're all the best of the best. They're all real men. But Ward, of course, suffers a terrible experience when his capsule starts to sink on landing in the sea, and suffers, heavily from the claustrophobia and fear of that fear afterwards from that experience, and he just portrays that absolutely brilliantly. I think that kind of vulnerability within the hard guys that they were supposed to be. So one of my greatest films, and I'm so pleased that he was in it. He certainly held his own in that ensemble cast very well. So yes, rest in peace, Fred. My condolences to your family, and thank you for all the wonderful performances you did in those movies and many others. I'll certainly be watching those movies again and again over the years as I have done since they were made. Thanks for watching the video, everybody. I hope you all have a great day, and till next time, take care.